All right, the first thing I heard coming into game number 12 of the RHBFCTE was this is a low ore game. And why does that matter? The prediction was how many development cards would be bought and who would buy the most. And of those, we're going to have Ivy on orange, Oreo on blue, Epic on black, and Comzander on red for our final regular round table of the RHBFCTE. Game number 12. A lot of bounties still on the table. None claimed from the last one. This is the last regular chance to get them all. 5, 6, 9 right away. 6, 9, 3, 8, 5, 10. We've got a couple other spots out here, but where ultimately are we going to go? Lots of wheat on the board again. Can we play the desert? 8, 4, 5, 10. Pretty good numbers. Can we get our way to the wheat port? Maybe. Is that good enough with a low ore board? Possibly. Let's see where the sheep are at. Of course, the fluffy bounty is gone. 8, 5, 10. Fantastic first place to start. Can we build development cards another way if there's no ore? It probably means we need some other way to port for it. So let's look at the wood port. 6, 4, 10, 11. There's only one 8 brick though. The 8 brick is going to be pretty key. It's a low brick, low ore board. The 843 might even be the second spot taken just because of the economy here. The 8 brick, so rare. Otherwise, it's the 2 and the 11. Ouch. That's a little bit tough. Overall, lots of wheat. Lots of wheat, lots of production. There is still industrial farmer, which could be something like 6, 5, 9, 8 desert with the wheat port. Industrial farmer, of course, again, the bounty starting with only 2 resources. This could be the way to get your development cards too. Start buying some development cards. Maybe get to the 3 to 1. Maybe even just go to the 5, 10. Is that a setup? I mean, that's actually looking pretty good to me. That's actually looking pretty good. That's definitely a spot there. How else can they play for the wood port? I mean, starting off with the 693 might be the way to go, just so that they can get onto this 3 to 1 port. Double up on the 3, which is not bad. You know, that's still 2 pips. That's still 2 points of production. 659, hard to pass up though. Do we get a Ravi Mono? It is the brick, they've decided. Oreo decides the brick is worth it. 3 to 1 port here, 3 to 1 port here. Could be a little bit of a contest, could be a bit of a situation for that 8 brick, being that it's so valuable and maybe the best trade value. Epic player on the 659, he sees it. Does he see enough though to play the 8 wheat port? I don't know. It's going to be Comzander first. I think if that was open, Coms might have considered it. But what other bounties are there? There's the collector where you need the 2 and the 12. And actually starting off with the road first might not be a bad idea, but I don't know if this is going to be enough. 6-3-11, build to the 6-11-12, 6-2, build out otherwise. That's definitely an option there. Otherwise, the desert is mine. Still a possibility, but of course, you know, that's going to be a little bit tougher to play. It is going to be Epic going to the 9-10 at least. What other big bounties are there? TSS, you can play that one. We live in cities, looking a little bit tough though. That one looking a bit tough. Mono ore for the Ravi Mono, that might be the play here if there's only one person on the 3, or if they're using up all their ore to buy cards. That might be the only way to get. I thought Ravi Mono would be one of the first ones done because it's so possible, but I guess you have to be able to buy cards to be able to mono and actually get the mono to be able to mono. Comms, think about it. Let's jump into comms.
Yeah, it's low value.
Into comms with comms.
Really low value.
Hey, you might get the 15 cards.
Oh, the Let It Ride. Looking for production instead.
I probably wouldn't get to 15. I probably have to hold at 10 to get to 15.
Looking for production.
You know what I mean?
Might have to. Yeah, you'd have to hold it like 12.
Well, yeah, exactly.
You have to hold it like 8 and then 12, and then
you need lots of cities to get that 15 or 20 card production.
But it is like high production for 2 desert spots. That's why I looked at it.
He is looking at the desert spots.
It's not worth it.
That too.
I mean, it's not worth it, but it is interesting.
Not worth it.
It was a little bit better, I think, if you do it.
Yeah.
Oh, he thought about it. 843.
I might just be slamming that wheat port.
Maybe going for the sheep
Yeah.
port here anyway. Sheep are a fantastic way
Oh, I did open the wheat port. Huh?
to get your development cards. You know,
Yes.
to trade up into this 2-for-1. You're gonna start off with the road. The only thing you're gonna be
Industrial
missing is
farmer.
that brick. Industrial
I mean,
farmer.
yeah, that makes
or
more sense for you because it's just like
sheep.
insane production.
Yeah, it's right there.
Possible. They could have it. Industrial farmer starting off with 2 resources is still on the table as well. Could be a big one. Do they start off with the road here, 692? If they want the extra ore and the extra wheat, that might be the play out there. Coordinate the 11s. Will anyone take 6, 11, 12? I guess that's what you have to look for. On the way back, Epic might still look at this 8 wheat port, and then you've got Oreo, who's probably looking for some wheat and some sheep, so the 4, 5, 11 begins to look good. 6, 3, 11, still not bad either, because that wheat looks extra tasty. And then, of course, you've got Ivy, who's pretty flexible with how they're playing. They've got the wood, they've got the brick. They'll take sheep, they'll take ore. You know, 693 looks good if it does end up being open for them. Otherwise, I mean, maybe there's a 912. It's just too bad that, you know, the real crate was already taken. Otherwise, Ivy would look at that, you know. The 8 brick, once he doubles up on the 3-1, he's going to be able to build
I
out
might be a little
maybe, or
rusty.
even build out the
It's
other
been a
way.
couple weeks since I played.
Yeah, we haven't seen you in a while, Oreo.
Yeah,
I'm honored. I'm honored.
Yeah.
been playing a new game. So
Cobb's really
what
thinking about
game?
this one.
New World.
Oh, Oreo's been sucked into the New World life. Let's see where Comms ends up with that 843. I'm thinking maybe the 6 could buy a lot of development cards. Could pull. No, it is the 629. Going for the sheep port, of course.
It
Love
hits
to
me.
see it. And he does put it on the 8. This is the
Wow.
industrial farmer.
I'm going for
He
it.
gets the 4, 5,
I'm
and
a
the 9,
bounty
10.
gamer.
Epic is a bounty gamer. You
Two
love to see
resources.
it.
Dang.
You had the right spot.
You love
Much
to
respect.
see it. The 659 with the 8.
The last game I almost won, and I went for both of the goon and the fluffy strategist.
He did
Two
almost
bounties
get them
open.
both. This would have been Fluffy Strat too with the 8, 4, and the 9.
Very
Of
ambitious.
course, Cobbs is already on there too. So this leaves it open for Oreo though. Again, the 4, 5, 11 looks good, which blocks this out and actually makes it really tough. But it's going to be the 5, 10, and the 9, 10 that are still open for Epic, even if that's the case. 6, 3, 11 though. The 6 gets blocked out here, but they might triple share if that's left open. I don't think Ivy will take it, but he
what do
could
I
actually
do
take it
here?
and roll over that way. You know, get a little bit of that extra brick and that extra ore to start. Wouldn't hurt. He wouldn't have the sheep to start out, but there's so much sheep to trade. Maybe building out over there is actually the way to go. He would double up on the 12 ore, which, hey, if it hits, it hits. That would be good for Ivy. Now, what's the play? Of course, you could do something like maybe even the 9, 10, 11. Just try to go for lots of production. Eventually get your way to the wood port and try to get your way over there. But yeah, it's the 4, 5, 11. Could build over to 9, 10, 11. I don't think Ivy's going to go there. So that could definitely be the spot to point to a triple hex expansion spot. Really nice there. But again, ouch there for Epic. Who does end up getting crushed out a little bit. I think that was to be expected though. Maybe even pointing up towards the sheep might have been better. Maybe pointing out towards the 10. Not sure. Either way, there's going to be a settle, and then possible connection for longest road at some point. But my guess is it's going to be cities and dev cards here for Epic. Really big spot though for Oreo. I could see the 8 brick being blocked out quite a bit. And then it really depends on if Ivy and Oreo can keep that space clean, if they can keep it off. Now, tons of positions here.
What's your new game,
6,
Oreo?
3, 11 could go down to 6, 11, 12.
Nickname?
And into
Yeah,
there.
his
Your new,
Mario.
your new game.
The new game you've been playing.
Or
it's
take
called
this
New
and come
World.
back.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's
You know, could take the 9, 10, 11, and then he
RPG that
could
came
go
out,
down. What about that?
Recently.
I mean, that would be a
Couple
plow on
months
Oreo, and I
Oreo.
mean, it would be triple. But
But
you'd
lots
be
of fun.
missing the ore, but eventually you build your way down to
Do you want to make a deal for the 3 for 1 on the 8?
You want the 3 for 1 on the 8, even though you have the expansion on the wheat.
He's got it. What's the expansion on the wheat?
Alright. What's the deal?
I'll leave the 9, 10, 11 for you.
You'll leave the 9,
Leave
10,
the 9, 10, 11.
Oh, he could take it. I mean, he's trying to get a little bit of extra value on it. Trying to push Oreo
Otherwise,
down
I'll
to
just
this
go like
one,
10, 11,
and then
3, and then expand down to the 3, 6, 11 or
3
something.
and 3, 6, 11. Oh, that is
Sure,
pretty
let's do
tough.
that deal.
Oh, they'll
Okay.
take the deal.
So I'm leaving you the 9, 10, 11, and you're going to leave me the 3 for 1 on the 8.
So this stays open,
Yeah.
and
Don't
this
take
stays
too long
open.
to take it, though.
Yeah, no, it'll be my first.
Don't take too long to
priority,
take
I
it.
think.
Some
Okay.
people don't take it for half the game. So
So
Yeah,
it's
I'm
going
not
to be a
about
3,
that.
6, 11, and then he's still
This
going to be
one,
able
Tom
to get out
swoops
there.
in and takes the 9, 10, 11 instead.
I mean, that would be.
This is where Cobbs backtracks with his
He does
starting
that, he
road.
deserves
I
it.
mean, it's possible. First roll of the game is going to be the 7, Huey Lewis. Doesn't want to spend any more time on the desert. Ivy with control, though. What does
Look at
that
the block
mean for
here.
the board? Who does
Red
he
has
block? Where does he block? Maybe the 6 here? That might be the... Oh, no, yeah, that's him on there.
Sorry,
So he
comms.
blocks the 8, blocks comms, blocks Epic.
Oh, I needed that
I
too.
thought he might try to
oh,
block
Epic,
Oreo,
you start
so
off with
maybe the
one
5
resource.
Epic started off with
Hey,
one
went
resource.
up
Oh my gosh.
And he started
One,
there.
4.
And that's another 7 for Oreo. So Oreo's going to have to move it, but I think he's happy
You need some
blocking
time to build
Ivy.
some momentum.
But you know what? They actually share so many of these.
Um,
So it might be the 6 wheat that's get blocked here, and I'm sure you'll find that spot eventually. It's going to be Ivy and Epic. Epic's still
Collateral
catching
on all the
these.
blocks.
Epic keeps catching these blocks, but at least they're not taking his
I'll
one,
let you keep
his
your,
one
your
sheep.
fluffy.
He's keeping it as a one little fluffy. Comms with the 3 cards there. Another 7. Wait, maybe this should have been the 7 prediction game. So make this one the 7 prediction
Question is,
game. Make the
where's
last
Com
one the
going with this
development
road?
card one. Where does Comms put this one? I think he probably puts it on the brick. I think he wants to slow down the game.
Oh,
That
shit.
feels about right to me. Yeah, it's going to be the brick, which is so crucial to everyone. So if no one's building roads and no one's building cities, what is everyone doing? I mean, it's going to be a
What you
slow
wanted.
road settle over here, and he'll drop that down so he doesn't
No,
get that
but-
stolen. Nobody broke his road, by
Yeah,
the way.
I couldn't expect that much more than that.
Nobody broke his road, by the
That's
way,
true.
on that one. And the 8 gets immediately shut down. Huey Lewis doing their job. The 11 gets rolled out. That's going to be some bonus wood for the team. But you know what? That's 7 resources for Oreo, who does want the 9, 10, 11, but could do equally as good with the 3 to 1 port. And this might be a TSS setup if I ever seen one, with the longest road, with
Man, that
possibility
hurt.
for only a
Oh, yeah.
single city, and then a VP for the dev. I mean, if this is the game, this one might be it. This one might be TSS.
Do you need sheep yet, Ivy?
Let's
could
see what's
use one,
happening.
yeah.
Comms with 4 cards now, the 5 rolling out for wheat. Shin, you're looking to
This will
donate
settle.
your prize winnings? That would be interesting. Maybe we'll talk. Maybe we'll talk and see what we can do
I
with
don't
some
think
of
we
this
want to
bounty
give
money.
him
Deeply not.
to settle
Deeply
that
not.
early.
Com's looking for a 1
Not a
to
setup.
1. I love
I have
this
all
Yeah, I don't
double
think
up
he
on
doesn't have
2.
brick, right?
He's got all
Yeah, he
sheep.
used his sheep.
It's got to be all sheep. 8, 4, 9.
Right, I need the sheep. I don't get sheep.
Oh, he does go 1 to 1. Ivy doesn't make sheep. Ivy does not make sheep, so that's a good trade. Like I said, Ivy doesn't need sheep because there's so much on the board. There should be lots to trade out. He's actually going to trade away the wheat, looking for ore or brick, or even wood. Basically anything to get that 3 to 1 spot. But you know what? With Huey Lewis on the 8, I don't know if he actually wants that 3 to 1, or if he wants this 3 hex spot first. But you know what? Oreo said, don't wait too long.
Tempting.
Oreo's on 9 cards already. Maybe we'll
I can't
see
do
how let
anything
it ride.
without brick, though.
That's
I
going to be a
have
2 to
none, so
1
it's
looking for ore. Does he have a city?
like, not worth it.
Maybe if he stole someone else's ore. I don't know if anyone else has ore at this point. Or if he's just saving up. Maybe he's going to pop too.
The Ravi mono would be appropriate.
There's
Yeah.
probably a good chance of a Ravi mono this game. 4 to 1 to get the settlement, or get the development card. No settlement yet. No, not even the road yet, actually. Another 4 rolls out. Sheep, wood, Epic on 6. Is he going to dangle the road? I think it's pretty safe here. The 5-10 looks good, just to get that extra wheat on both. You know, the 9-10, you get the sheep, but that's not really what you want to go for. It is going to be the development card first. So 1 for Oreo, 1 for Epic. That's going to be the start of the development card race. Comms on 7 resources. Is it enough to settle? I don't think he's got brick. Honestly, the brick might be the rare thing right now.
That gives
especially
you a
with the
settle,
8
right?
block. He's gonna probably 4-1 the sheep and get the brick. Oh,
Giving him the settle.
Epic takes it. Epic
I
wants
give
the
him
wood.
sheep. He's on 3 sheep numbers.
The sheep port.
Epic will take it. You know what? That's not the craziest trade. That's not the worst trade in the world. And that's really just sheep port. And you know what? Epic might actually get blocked back out because of that. 5 gets rolled out, and it's a 4-1 and holding onto the ore. Hey, everybody. Ivy's got an ore in hand. Better tuck that away. You got a 20% chance to steal it. Oreo trying to go for a 2-1.
Could you give me an ore
Wheat
instead?
to the wood.
I have no ore.
I don't think anyone's got ore. 3 probably hasn't rolled, and no one's on the 12. So really, it's only like a 6 or 7% chance to hit ore this game. Really low chances of getting ore. So this one might take a little bit longer. Such low ore this game. Makes for a nice long stretch though, you know. By the way, what's Comms going for here? Could Comms go for TSS? I think he could. He could buy one VP and he could do it.
Right.
2 for 2. Epic in on these trades. I like the way
Epic's
Epic's
doing well
playing this.
so far.
Bounty Gamer. Wow! We get a Yop for the early ore.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the city. Oreo buys a Yop on their first one. And city's up. Huge. Huge. Especially with so little ore out there. They get the 4 for 1. They get the other ore. They have the wheat for it. But what's it going to be? Epic with the road? Yeah, the 2-1 on that wheat port. Making good use. 5-10 desert going to be the last spot. But the 7... No one gets 7 out. Comms with control. You
Yeah,
gotta
we
think
block
it's gonna
Epic
stay
here.
around here. Is it gonna be the
They
3?
can use this dev as well.
Make Epic use the dev or block this ore and keep the game slow? I don't know. Blocking a 3 never really feels good. But they do end up at least blocking the wheat of Oreo as well. The 2 players there. They do steal from Epic. Oh, and it's the 5. Comms with the psychic
Yeah, there's
block.
no brick, right?
He's predicting the future. The
blocked all game.
clairvoyance. Ivy with the 6.
No ore, right?
No
There
brick,
is no-
no ore. Man, Ivy is struggling right now. He says, all right, I guess we pass. That's another 5 blocked out. Ivy's coming out ahead after all this. You know, if the 5s keep rolling. Epic plays the knight, reveals the knight.
8 is worth
I have
this.
0 cards.
The 8 is probably good, but he's actually going to block up the 4.
Why?
So no sheep for them. I think that's the right deal though, you know. He doesn't want
It's very low
Get him.
value.
doesn't
It's very
want
low value
Oreo to
piece
get
of
the development cards.
very low value. Just FYI.
Yeah, just getting
Very
revenge
low
for when you
value.
stole from me.
He's
Yeah,
just
no,
getting
don't
revenge.
listen.
Epic's playing his own game. The 9 gets blocked out. That is a single block there, but I'm sure that 8 could be
A good roll for
their
Oreo.
spent. Man, that 4 was going to get blocked, but you had to move it off. Unfortunately, Oreo is starting to produce a
2 in a
ton.
row.
Oreo's 4s are starting to bang. That's back-to-back 4s, and if it hits, it hits. If you're Oreo,
Get a sheep from
you
someone.
like
maybe?
those Foreos. Ah, terrible. It's time to log off for the day. Ivy buys a development card and moves it along. Oreo on 6 cards. Does still have the road settle. And you know what? Honestly, he could probably still beat Ivy to the 3-1. But he did kind of promise that he wouldn't do it. But nothing is ever binding, is it? Oh, that's the 2-1. And we get a settlement down. Epic's starting to make some moves slowly here. Can't argue about that. And the 5 pays off. Love to see it. We're probably going to get another road settle
Epic's
out onto
still
the
actually-
10. And then I don't mind the 3-1. I mean, if there's a world where he can build to the
Yeah,
6,
I can't believe he gave
11,
him
12
wheat.
before Ivy, that would be mind
me?
blowing.
Yeah,
Comms on 4
still-
cards, a 3-1 would help out, especially with doubling up on the 3. Once the 3 actually hits. Hey, what if we get no 3s this game? What if it's one of those ones? Okay, I don't want to jinx it, but if we got no 3s this game, we'd have almost
You guys willing
no
to trade some
ore.
brick?
There's no brick.
There's no brick.
Yeah, there's
You
no.
blocked it.
I have a brick maker.
He has a brick maker, he says. Oh, he wants
What do you want?
sheep. Oh, he wants the sheep to use
two
the
parts.
sheep port and port up for other people.
Uh,
Starting to get a little bit fancy here, but only 5
fast
seconds
time,
left on
sorry.
the clock.
yeah, I can't do it
Tough
anyway.
to do. No ore and no brick. What? How creative are they going to be? Well, he's going to 2 for 1 and hold it, so now we know that he's got a brick in there. It's kind of like when Ivy had that one ore. Everyone just kind of knows. The road does come down. It is the 3 to 1. 5 is still hitting for Epic, and this is honestly not bad. Ivy on 8 cards, 1 development card, though. Still needs to drop the road and the settle to get things going. And then maybe trade out some of that brick for some value. But he's got to go 4 for 1 himself just to get that road down. The 11, that's a wood for Oreo, who's on 10 somehow. But none of those being brick, obviously. He'll still have to 4 for 1. And you know what? At the rate things are going, it might be worth getting that 3 to 1. It might be worth getting that 3 to 1. Unless he wants to go for the let it ride, in which case you want that production. You want those numbers. You want to city up again to get as much as you can. Who cares about the port if you're just trying to farm cards?
What are you looking for, Oreo?
But you know what? If you get 3 cities up by
it's
porting
kinda-
3 to 1, I mean, then you can
there's
get
nothing I
15. You
want
can
out
get 20
there.
cards. You can
Yeah,
wait.
it's kind of, we don't have the same cards, basically.
Yeah.
Everyone's got the same cards. He's looking for ore. He's looking for brick.
We're
You know
just
what?
trading wood
No
and
one's
sheep
got it.
with each other.
Yeah, everyone's trading the same cards back and forth, just in different quantities. You know, maybe a 2 to 1, maybe a 3 to 1. It is going to be a 4 to 1 for a brick, and they drop it down to the 3 to 1. Protected that plow. Epic with the 7 has control now. You got to think they're going to keep blocking the brick, slow the game down as much as possible. Otherwise, I mean, I could see the 3 ore being blocked out a little bit too, just to make sure the cities don't pop up super fast. They do steal from Oreo, who does have the city. Ivy still only on the 2 points, plus 1. 6 cards, what's it going to be? Do we race for the city ASAP? Do we drop a road down and try to double up? The city would be huge. It would make him pretty unblockable. The 5 looks good, but then the 6 is opened up. And he goes for the road. He goes 2.
Yeah, Epic's really strong right now.
And he goes for the road. Might look at it. And I love to hear that they're pretty strong, even though they started off on that board.
So I have a brick.
Comms has brick. He
Okay.
traded the
Anybody
1.
trade me 2 cards for a brick?
Yeah, I'll
cards
trade you
for
a sheep
brick.
and a wheat. How's that?
Sheep and a
I'll
wheat.
give you 1 ore.
You know what? He doesn't have wheat. That's a pretty good deal. The
No,
extra sheep is
I
a
can also
boon.
make-
That's not bad. Sheep and wheat for the brick. He might actually take it. I don't
But you
know if
can't do
that'll
1 for
be
1.
a good settle there. I think 2 for 1 is probably about right for comms.
Wait, you want 1 for 1, sheep for ore?
1 for 1, sheep for ore.
I thought you were
Okay.
giving me a brick.
Yeah, I don't. No, I mean I have 2 sheep.
He's got
Oh, I see what you mean.
2 sheep.
Then never mind.
So he wants to port it and give him something else there. But yeah, comms with the 1 brick. He does have the
Give you a
power.
sheep and a wood too.
It goes 2 for the brick. And he's going to give the brick for a sheep and
There
wheat.
you
That's
go.
going to go over to Oreo. Oreo will probably take that trade. And Comms is just going to hold on to that. Has the wheat now, has the wood, has
Gotta
the
get
sheep.
hectic.
Now he's waiting for the brick, but you know what? If he gets a couple more sheep, that'll be perfect. That'll be just fine. That's a settlement on the 3 to 1. The 4s are really good for Oreo, but it's Epic who has control. I don't think he's going to
Think
be
you
able
gotta
to block that 4.
block
He might
Oreo.
block the 3.
Where,
but the
though?
4
That's a good question.
does look good. Even the 4 sheep is not bad too. But the 4 wood actually is the sheep, yeah.
A solo block.
It's pretty
wow.
much it's pretty much the same there. But yeah, Oreo's
I didn't
on
even
4.
steal from you, Epic. I let you keep your Baba.
Epic did keep
You
his sheep.
got a
He did
city,
keep the
man.
Fluffy. He does have the city. He's the only one with the city right
It's
now.
understandable.
Too. At 4 points. Does Epic
Don't
have
give him
enough?
a
He
settlement,
does not
guys.
have enough to settle
Yeah, can't do that.
on that
Can't do
9-10.
Epic is
Epic's
dangerous.
gonna hold and pass. Epic knows he's dangerous, but the 2 it hits.
Wow.
If it hits,
on
it
your
hits.
turn.
Oh, heck yeah.
Give me that if it hits. He's got the wood, he's got the brick, he's got the sheep, and he's got the
That's pretty
wheat.
dangerous.
That's going to be a settlement
Ivy's
for
not very
comms.
dangerous. Ivy looks pretty unthreatening right now.
Ivy looks
That's
pretty
great for
unthreatening right
all
now.
of my
Donnie, is that
brick.
you?
I love the
Donnie,
2
is that
block
you?
at some point.
Are you saying Ivy's not you?
That's Ivy.
Comms
But,
making fun of the,
you know, our
the Game
voices do
2
sound
crew.
alike.
Yeah.
Ivy is just downplaying his position too. I like it. We know the settlement's there for comms, unless it got stolen. I don't think it did get stolen, but that's going to be a double
want
up on
comms.
the ore. And he's got the 3 to 1. He doesn't need anything from you, Ivy. He doesn't
Never
need
mind.
anything. Good potential for road here too, or even just go down this way, double up on the 6. That's very guaranteed. Get some nice 5 wheat. Actually, the 5 wheat is really nice. Comms doesn't make any wheat. That 5 would be good, but at this point, it's even possible to get the 9, 10, 11 for him.
I'm too slow.
You got 5
roads in the settle. It could be possible. No, he drops 1 down for the wood port. Okay, maybe some misdirection. Actually, he doesn't want to get stolen from. No cards in hand. Com's playing ultra safe.
Like a sheep or a wood, something. I don't know.
Ivy looking for anything. Useless. 6 cards. Hasn't played his 1 development card, by the way.
I got a block here.
He's really trying for this.
I don't have wood.
He blocks the 5, tries to steal.
Stealing from you, Epic.
He knows Epic doesn't have wood, but maybe steal
break
something of use.
I don't have a brick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
the
think he has a settlement.
He is trying to break the settlement, of course. But of course, he could actually port.
Does anyone want wood?
Ivy on 7, still unable to drop the settlement. Really hard. Once he gets the 3-1 port, a little bit easier. He's going to have, a lot of wheat to port in, hopefully. And then especially that road
I'm not doing
settle.
anything with it on this turn.
It's a little bit slow to start, but you know what? The way the game is going, I wouldn't
Is that
rule
for
him
you,
out
Epic?
just
Sorry.
yet.
Oof.
It's taking him a
you
little
only
ways
got
to
to
go,
need-
but you know what? When you look at his numbers, it's going to be 6,
I forgot
8, 5, 3,
there was
11,
only one
10, 11,
card out
12.
there that I could
He's going
trade
to have
for.
quite a bit. He's going to have quite a bit
What's
of
with these
production
4s?
once he gets things going. But yeah, right now the 4s are absolutely hitting for Oreo, who hits a triple wood and a sheep, and that triple wood with a 3-1 port.
Be nice to
you
collect
know it's good.
from the 8 once before it's blocked again.
And you know what? Once he
I
gets
know,
that
right?
road settled, he's
Haven't
going to
gotten
have a
anything from it this whole
fantastic
game.
spot. Comms on 2 cards again. The 7 now. Probably going to move off. It's probably going to be the 8 again, honestly. The 8 or the 4.
I liked it. Yeah.
I mean, maybe he starts looking at the 3 now, but one of these 3 is probably going to be the block just because Oreo is that far ahead with the city. Everyone else is so far away from the city. It's got to be a year
All you
playing
got is
or a
sheep and
mono.
wood.
There it is. Sheep and wood. Tells him what he's got, so I mean, maybe
And it's blocked
maybe
again.
it's a 50-50 or
That's
20-60 or 40-60, something like
It
that.
hurts.
Where's
Gives
Comms going?
all the port buyers the power.
Does he
All
have
right.
it?
So I am selling a brick.
He is selling a
Yeah, I
brick.
know.
How does he have so much
You guys
brick?
have bids?
No.
2 cards. 2
You
cards.
just blocked our brick.
Yeah,
Don't
you
trade
just
for
blocked
him.
the
Yes,
brick.
I blocked your brick, so I'm trading.
And he's trying to sell
Well,
the
now,
brick. I think that's
maybe we're
good
gonna boycott.
supply and demand, you know?
All right.
Boycotting
Well,
you.
I'll
blame
offer
Nobody
one
willing to
week.
go to. Oh,
I
one
can give you a
weed.
wood
Hey,
or
that's
a
an
wheat.
offer.
All right, I need 2 cards, so I'm gonna pass.
Alright, yeah.
Wood or
pass.
weed, no one willing to go for it. Epic, I think Epic maybe
Well.
tries to go for that one, to be honest. Epic might have been
How's that
able
1-for-1
to get
sound
that
now?
settlement down.
No, I don't have a brick.
He
I
doesn't
do
have
like
the
brick.
brick. That's why he
Comms-
wants 2 cards, because he wants to port.
Comms
That's
wants
right.
to port
That's
for
the
it,
magic.
you know?
That's the magic of the
It's the magic port.
Block the
Magic
port
sheep port.
first.
Oh, he blocks the
Gotta
8.
Steal from comms.
And he's gonna steal from Comms to try and break it up, but he's got 8 cards on Ivy now, and it's another dev, 2 devs. Yeah, Comms is playing pretty solid. I like the use of the sheep port here. Oreo, 5
I
cards.
did you port for ore earlier? So,
Looking for the road.
I did, yeah.
He did, yeah.
That's gonna be 3-1. Oreo actually able to pop on
If
this
you
one and
must
clear out
know,
their
Colin.
hand. So one
I
dev
just
there,
have-
Epic with a
no,
free
I'm just
clear
having
on the
some
8.
because
Oh yeah, we
I
haven't
mean,
picked
they're
up
gonna
from.
keep
I don't have
blocking
more.
this. They're gonna
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
blocking the 4. Maybe
Free
the
has
soft
not
Comms
rolled.
a little bit, but
I have
really,
0
it's
cards.
gonna be all the way on the other side. But no cards for Oreo,
I have
who
2
did port it
points.
all to
So
get that.
There's that.
So it's
Oh,
gonna be
and
the
2
4
devs.
and the
No,
steal
come on.
with Comms. I mean, Ivy does have 2 devs, so the slow play is good though.
Yeah,
the
but
slow
you guys
pacing,
know me. I was gonna buy devs.
the slow pacing on no
that doesn't change the fact that you
or
have 2 down devs.
no brick game. Slow pace is good. Okay, Epic on 8 cards though. Do we have the settlement? Yeah, you bet we do. 2-1, 2-1. We're doubled up on the 5s and the 10s. Just wait till we get
scared.
this 6-2.
Yeah.
You know, the 5
I'm
hits.
scared too.
We're gonna have a road here, and even if he gets here, which he's not, he's still got to get this up. The
Is there any
6, 11,
wheat
12 might be
for
up
sale?
for grabs. And what a good spot that would be. What a good spot that would be. And
Gotta
you know
do
what?
it.
That would be
Sorry, guys.
Industrial Farmer.
Oh,
So
man.
he's got to make the trade happen. He's got to get the settlement down.
He's gonna get a city in no time.
With
he
the
might-
wood
he
I
might
gave
get the
him.
city there. Hey, there's the 8 brick. Finally, the 8 bricks are
That
rolling.
doesn't help
out.
me get a
But
city.
that gets the sheep.
Oh,
Sheep does not get
How do
the
you
help
want-
him get a city. He wants
Oh,
the
he's
city on the
gone for
6-5-11. And honestly, the city you could bypass. If you get the 6-11-12, I think you'll get the city eventually. Even if it's just through buying development cards. With this 6, 5, 10, 9, and 8, the production is so good for Epic. This might actually be the play. Get that industrial farmer. It would have almost been a goon play. Almost. Yeah, 6-11-12. Biggest spot here on the board. Epic with a 7 roll gets to clear out the 4. And I think he's going to block maybe the 8, but maybe even a solo block on the 10 or something like that. No. Oh, it was actually Epic who rolled the 7. Sorry, I thought Oreo rolled it. Back on the 8 brick, slowing the game down even more. So Epic rolls that one. I was zoomed up there. Epic rolls the 7, blocks the 8 brick, keeps brick production low, and the 6 wheat. That's going to be even more fuel for Epic. And that's going to be even more fuel for Comms, who's only on 3 cards. The production, not quite there. And honestly, the 3s have
hammered.
not been there.
Sorry, Oreo?
3s have not been
I'm
there.
getting hammered here.
Oreo saying he's getting hammered. Of course he is. He does have one development card still. 4 points, though, down the line. Ivy, though, with 2 cards.
I've had the
Fairly
most
close
cards
game.
blocked.
Fairly close game still. Ivy with the knight, though, will clear it out. Where's it going? I think the 5 wheat was the spot of choice. No, he's gonna go to the 8 sheep and try to block out Comms too.
Oh, thank you.
He's gonna try and help out Oreo a little bit, at least free him up a little bit. Steals from Comms. The 10 opens up. So we've had a 5, we've had a 10. The road comes down and the settlement. Ivy secures it, but the 2, if it hits, that's gonna help out Comms as well. And another 10 for Epic. That's 11 cards in hand. We might actually have a city. The 5 hit, the 10 hit, the 10 hit. I forget what was before that. But yeah, we get triple or the city comes down. This is scary. 4 rolls, but that's not going to be enough to hit Epic on this one. The 6 looking juicy, but so is the 5 for those blocks. Epic on 5 points. I would like to see some pops now.
I'm loving them.
If Epic could go for army. Epic's got 1 knight played out. Ivy's got 1. And I think Epic's pop power is a little bit stronger than Ivy's. You know, Ivy's got some of his numbers locked up on wood and brick. Whereas Epic is all sheep and wheat. All sheep and wheat.
Anybody want brick?
This industrial farmer business is pretty wild. Comms on 5 resources still doesn't have quite enough to get that settlement down. I'm sure Comms would love to get the city up too. If he gets the city up on this 8-4-3, that 3 rolls for triple or when it does hit. That would be big. The 9 hits triple sheep for Epic. Epic's production would be huge here. That is the 8 for brick, so that'll accelerate the game a little bit for the rest of the table. Oreo on 9 cards, and you'll probably see it here. Between the 4 and the 8, Epic should have enough for roads and settles, and maybe, like I said, that TSS special where he buys another development card and gets that VP. He might already even have it. The roads and the settles. Could we even stretch it out? Oh, it's the Monopoly!
Oh, no! What? How is there no wheat out there?
And he got none! He got 0! That's less than a Ravi Mono!
Oh my god.
Oh,
not
no!
Not even.
It's not even the Ravi Mono!
Mono.
Oh, is that a new thing now? The Oreo?
Yeah,
All right.
The new bounty is gonna be the Oreo Mono.
It's gonna be an
0
Oreo Mono. Oh, there was not even one wheat out there.
You're still
but
winning.
He did
though,
take
so.
longest road. He did take
Congratulations.
longest road. He's at 5
really.
there. All right, next time we do this, it's gonna be an
Only
Oreo
chance I have
Mono.
is these spores keep rolling.
That was almost a bounty. We were so close.
That was unreal.
Epic on 9 cards, though. I think this is pop time. I mean, there's 3 sheep in there. I don't know what the other ones are. The 8 was blocked, so no extra sheep there.
Does anyone need sheep?
I think he's got a lot of sheep, actually. He might actually just have,
I
like,
don't want to trade with
you
you.
know,
Nah,
like
I
6
can't trade
sheep or
with you,
something
man.
like that. He
You're
might
too
have, like,
powerful.
9 sheep. Something like that. No 3-1. I think he does have 9 sheep. So he can 4-1, 4-1 build a road. And I guess that's the question. Do you road out?
You have
the
all
He's
sheep,
gonna
I think.
let it. He's gonna let it
I only
ride.
have sheep.
He's only got sheep. Ivy's asking,
crazy.
does Ivy have a mono? Is this gonna be a massive sheep mono for Ivy? Is there a plow here? There certainly is.
Even if I
A
forward
double
my
road
sheep, I
settle.
can't do anything, so I'm just gonna hold them.
Would be a big plow. He's just gonna hold him, and you know what?
Now
If
he
he
can.
if he
Got
holds
wheat.
another one
No,
up to
wheat now.
15, he might just let it ride. Why not? Comms on 7 cards. Does he have enough yet? Does he have enough for the city or the settle? He's looking for wood, actually. Has the 6 really not rolled? And you know what? The 6 probably hasn't rolled. He goes 2-1 with the bank for a wheat. Drops the settlement. That's all 5 settlements down for comms. Epic now up to 14 cards after that 5 roller. And that 5 roller is going to give you enough to start buying some devs and stuff.
Well, Epic might be able to hold out.
He
Give a
might be willing to let it ride.
If
I
have
don't
the
know.
cards, I will let it ride instead of popping.
If he
Oh,
has
much
the
respect
cards, he
to
will
you
let it
again.
ride. Oh, 14, he will not have it. Huey Lewis still blocking out
You
the
need
8.
one
That
more.
would have been
You
just
could roll a
enough.
9 or something.
The 8, though, is tons of brick. Epic is a bounty gamer. He would let it ride. Oh, the settlement goes down. That's Woodport for Oreo. And that's a 4. No
Didn't get
cards.
anything.
Epic did
That's
not
rough.
get it. I mean, he could trade 1 for 2.
You know,
Well, you
if
can-
if someone does a 2-for-1, I will let it
He
ride.
would have 15 and he would let it
to
ride.
give me 15 cards.
And I
I
would
have
let
2
it
sheep.
happen.
I'll
If
give
you if you do it
A wood for 2 sheep.
2 of any other resource.
Wait.
I'll do it for a non-block. I'll give you a sheep and a wood.
Oh, I don't know if you want to trade with Oreo though. He's on 7 points. 7 points already.
Nah.
I mean, that does, it doesn't benefit Epic to do it.
It doesn't
Yeah, like
benefit.
it doesn't
just-
benefit me.
Like
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
game.
Oh, they go for it with comms. Comms
for
doing
it.
it for
Hey,
the
I
content.
respect that.
Comms doing it for the content. Officially let it ride. 17 cards now for Epic. He survives 1 roll. You'll love to see it. Comms on 4 cards now doing it. He did get 2 cards out of it. A second roll. That's the 8. Ivy helping him out. Epic is still on 17, but Ivy on 11.
Mild
Free to use
collusion.
his cards.
Mild collusion.
Mild collusion, but you know what? It's up to the dice, and if the dice are willing to do it, imagine if Ivy monos it all. Wouldn't that be terrible? Oh, you've got all sheep, Epic? Yeah, let me take all those sheep. Still a 1-for-1. Epic still finds time to trade in
why
there.
did you give Epic?
I
He
think
has
3-1.
cards.
He's going over double road. He's gonna settle out there. Yes, with the brick port. We're never gonna see him trade brick again. No, it's the
Oh.
7.
Oof.
Wow.
Ah, Huey Lewis. Oh, that is tragic.
You see it.
He's 5 for 2. Oh, there's the
It also
robber.
does present the opportunity for the back-to-back.
So
So
close.
Yeah, the back-to-back.
And he might get back-to-back 7 now.
A
He's
rare,
still got
a
9
rare
cards.
tragedy.
Oh, man.
I think I'm still gonna steal from them too.
He's
Even
so
after
close.
this.
And they still steal from him. So tragic. But again, the 6 rolls, but it's the 6 that gets blocked. It is on Epic, who's got 8 cards now. He threw away a bunch of sheep. Hey, he's going to get some ore, and he's going to double pop there. There you go. There's a consolation prize. The 5 actually opens up, and it gets rolled out. So Epic really coming out ahead on those ones. Let's see what happens with this one. Ivy rolling it out. 11s now. And you know what? You know who's coordinated now? Ivy and Oreo are both coordinated on those 11 roads. A nice build out that way. Yo, Goon
Ivy,
is in the
wanna-
chat. Shout
wanna
out
trade me
Goon. The
that wood?
Goon was the first bounty claim today.
Block you.
He's definitely out there. Oreo on 6 cards.
I mean, where are you
7
gonna block
points,
me?
though. I don't know.
The 9.
That'd be a tough spot.
You can block it.
You can block the 9. That hurts way more on Epic than it does
wood,
for
I have wood.
Ivy.
You have wood. You want a
Oh
brick?
man, Oreo going brick for wood. Goon, did you see the first game? Every single player played the Goon, so someone was guaranteed to win. Danny Drew ended up
7.
getting it. He ended up overall earning $90 in that first game. Amazing. Oreo on the 7 resources, still looking for this 9, 10, 11. Actually took a detour out to the Woodport first, and that makes the 4 so much better to block now. Wait, what did we have there? Com's going 1 for 2, and we're actually going to go look for this longest road. He leaves it dangling. Is Ivy going to play spoiler and cut that up? And you know what? That did actually plow Ivy out from his longest road connection. We get a road building from Epic, though. Where's this one going? A road builder out to the 3-1. Nothing settled, nothing plowed. So we get a couple roads here, which does open up a settlement spot. Everyone's super sweaty right now. And everyone's griefing each other, for sure. Comms on 6 cards. Really needs the city.
I mean, do you want me to block
the city to go up? I don't know, though.
his connection there?
It's kind of hard. No
I'm
wheat.
just saying if you need it.
Right? He didn't make his way down to the 5 wheat. He went to the 6 wheat instead.
I also have
It's
road
going to be
backs.
3-1s and trades.
I would need 2 brick.
To get that
and I only
city
have
up,
2
but he
cards
doesn't have
to
the
trade.
sheep port up. City would make all the difference for comms, and eventually comms could rip the road away, but for now it looks like Oreo on 7 points with the road is zooming ahead right now. There's a road buster in here too. Guys, there's a road buster.
Right on.
And it
I
could
do
be
have
the
road bastard.
Dodeca if somehow comms gets his way up to City,
It would literally have to be this.
Connect, Roadbuster, 12 points? Oh my, that would be something.
Yeah, I don't have that. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think
What do we
anyone
have? We have a 2
has
for
that.
2. Oreo hits the 4 again. Remember, that 4 is so good for Oreo. 4 resources. The 6 afterwards, Epic back to 7 cards. Not bad. Oreo on 6. Maybe looking for the settlement. Lock that up first. Or maybe he just locks the road up. Trying to get wood for wheat.
I don't know
Again,
if I
didn't
can
hit the
trade
6
with
wheat.
you,
He's
Oreo.
waiting for the 5 wheat, so I think he is looking for the settlement. But no trades there. The road locked up for now. That's going to be 8 segments. The 12!
I think I'd rather
If it hits,
forward.
it hits. That's the ore that we were looking for. Is Ivy that much closer to a
First
city?
ore roll of the game.
I don't think there
Is
have
that,
been
is that
any
really? Yeah, the
threes.
3 hasn't
Oh.
rolled yet,
The
right?
3 has not rolled. The 12 was the
And it's-
first
yeah.
ore
Glad
on
I
the
didn't
board.
save that mono for the 3
There has
ore
been
roll.
no
Right.
ore this whole game. There we go. Epic playing the knight out. Where's Epic at? 2 knights played for Epic.
Hey.
He's well on his way to army. He actually
Hey.
blocks out the ore, realizing how
Yeah, I
good
wanted
that
to
ore is.
snag
And
that
he
ore.
steals from Ivy,
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
stealing it too. So Ivy's still on 7 cards though, 8 cards. Maybe Epic actually did him a favor and gave him some insurance. That's actually what it was. He brought him down below 8 cards. You're welcome, Ivy. You don't get 7'd out. Epic though, still looking for another settlement. That 10 is going to be so valuable, but actually Epic buys another development card. I like where that's going, but the 7 on Com's turn, you could hear the pain in his voice.
I think we got to block
Ah.
Epic. He's got 2 knights
Triple
played.
wood and a brick. Yes, he does have 2 knights played there. Ivy was actually saved. He owes 1 to Epic. I don't know if he knows that.
Yeah,
Should we
but
tell him?
you're
Maybe
so
we should tell
flexible.
him. He blocks the 5 wheat right now, and you know
'Cause you
what?
just need cities and
Oreo,
devs. Yeah, you just need cities and
Oreo
devs
gets
anyway.
hits.
right?
Epic wants the
Like,
cities
we
don't
and
have
wants the
ore.
devs.
We don't have ore either.
Yeah, so.
Epic
So it's
doesn't
like
need
You're
anything.
in a better spot.
I mean,
It's-
you say that, but then the 3 hits, and then
The 3
you
hits,
guys are all way ahead.
and everyone gets
That's me.
those ores.
I still don't think that puts us way ahead of you.
Like, especially if the 3 rolls for comms. Like,
3 rolls for comms. Comms does
That'd
need that
actually
one
be
pretty
insane.
big. Ivy,
It's not.
oh, the 4
Yeah,
though.
but Comms has to build the
Right
10.
now it's
basically,
still
unless you
Oreo. I
can-
think
Yes,
Oreo's
sir.
still kind of the
Connect.
threat, 7 points here. He's got a settlement spot. Easy ports to get the city. I think Oreo might have the city actually. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Is that all his cards? Okay, he doesn't have the city on his turn. What would he need? Another 4? Would another 4 do it? Another 4 would actually give Oreo a city. Another 4 would actually give him a city. Let's see though. It's going to be Ivy first. Ivy needs the city. Oh, Ivy for sure needs the city. Where do you city if you're Ivy? Do you city this or do you city your 8, 5, 10? Doesn't matter. You use all your ore for that. And the 2 hits for comms. If it hits, that's not enough for Oreo to city, but it will be enough to settle. That 4 probably would have been nice though. If he would have gotten double city, I think Oreo would have taken that one, but he's got enough. He's got the 2-1 port with the wood. It will be 2-1, 2-1. He's got the wood and the sheep already. He gets that brick, gets that wheat, settles it down, but will he pop
The Oreo
instead? Would Oreo try to
winning
pop?
than I am.
No, he's gonna go for the
Yeah.
guaranteed points. He's gonna put himself on 8. And that's going to be Epic taking Army now just at 7, but without the same amount of production. Blocks the 3, which he believes is the key to the game, is all that ore. It's going to be 5 cards for Epic, still looking for the settlement. 2 to 1. I mean, we know that there's going to be wheat in his hand. We know there's going to be sheep in hand. But is it the right amount to make the settlement? And I don't think so on this turn. Might just have to pass. But could he pop? No, not enough to make that happen either. The 10 rolls out. A little bit of wood for everyone else. Comms on 10.
I think I saw this.
Can we make this city happen? Comms.
You got 10 cards.
Comms has 10
Kinda
cards, but
scared.
he has no development.
I got it. I'm porting the wood.
He's
I'm literally
porting the wood. He's porting
gonna do
4 to 1.
He's building a city.
I'm building a city, but I'm porting the wood.
But he's
I'm
porting
liquidating
though. He's gonna empty his
Not
hand
worth
out.
it to me though.
4 to 1. It's not worth it to Ivy. Ivy says, I don't need it. Ivy needs to make his own city, but I'm not sure how that's going to happen.
It doesn't help me
Honestly,
enough.
the
to make it
8-5-10
feel okay, give me a city. You know what I mean?
might be the play.
Okay. Do you want more?
I do. Yeah.
Is he going to trade the ore away then? What a wild move. What would he be willing to do here?
Yeah, I can do
Brick
that.
sheep for a wood.
Drive a hard bargain.
Oh,
As
my
do you,
goodness.
sir.
So what is that? 3 to 1. Is he gonna pop? 3 to 1 for the ore. Oh, he gets it anyway. He had it the whole time. So he made that trade happen regardless of how it happened. But man, more 5s. Epic on 10 cards. Ivy on 7. Got an extra ore out of that trade. Or what did he get? He got sheep brick out of that trade. Ivy wants ore still, but he's using it all. He's using it all.
Oh.
The 11 rolls out. Big road for Oreo here. Ivy gets one too. Now, where's Oreo going to go on this next one? He could build up to the 12. He is actually just going to go ahead and start popping.
That's such
VPs
a
would
huge
do
roll.
it. And that's a big roll. The
Epic.
9 for Epic. 13 cards with a settlement spot. What's the road looking like? He'd need
doesn't have 3 to
2,
1 yet, but
3,
Oreo's
4
got the-
roads to be able to do it. And I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah,
So it's
Oreo,
more likely to be a settlement and
depending on
maybe
what
a
dev you
pop.
We're
City would be
trouble.
Sadly, I
fantastic.
didn't
City
pull
would
it.
be huge. That is
That
going to be
would've
the
been
settlement
amazing.
first. 8 cards still. Maybe a double pop for VPs. This would be big. It's going to be 2 to 1 for the ore. There's 1. I love these big pops here.
Jeez.
There's another
Everybody calm
5.
down.
5 is big. 5 is the wheat for them. They're already back up to 7 cards. Comms on 3. Ivy on 8. Make it 10 with 2 extra brick on there. Can we finally trade that brick in with the extra... I guess he got some extra brick on that last trade too. So now it's the year of plenty, never mind. These year of plenties are coming in clutch. Really early game for Oreo and 1 now in the late game. Ivy drops the city down. He does decide... Oh, and the settlement. He just rapid fired those and dropped it right down. 7 points with 2 devs in hand. Does he have 9? Oreo drops a knight, and that's going to be the only knight that they played. No more cards in there. Ivy might actually just run away with this one. Run away low-key. Really quietly. He's just going to sneak the game out the back door. And he actually still drawing steals on
But
Epic.
to
Who's at
clarify,
10
3
cards?
hasn't rolled yet still, right?
It hasn't rolled
I don't
right.
think 3 has rolled at all.
That's wild.
Don't
which
know
is
why it's being blocked.
Totally wild.
I mean, at this point, I'd rather it not roll.
Oreo pops another one, and here it is.
Give
It's
me another
Epic.
12.
Can he make a play? It's going to be another knight. No point in there. No VP. He blocks the 3 instead. And he steals from Oreo. What's the roll here? It's an 11. Misses on Epic, but the roads are out there. So that takes it a little
Alright,
bit
Epic.
further away with 8 roads. It's going to be...
Pull the 2
Is
devs.
it possible?
and
Not
just,
possible right now. Not with the
can
way
all go
that they
home.
have to port. So probably going to pop some more. It's going to be 2 more ore. And that's double pop for Epic. An almost game there if it was 2 VPs. But who knows? There could be 1 in there. And he drops another road down just to maybe
Oh, man.
even threaten. He's actually maybe looking at it. Oh boy.
Better not be coming from my road ethic.
That's going to be sheep.
Nah.
I mean,
I would need what?
he says nah, but he really has nowhere else to go. You know, if you were to drop roads for the
I
settle,
would
it'd be
need
up here.
12 weeks
He is
for
for
it,
sure
for
coming
that.
for it. It could be a road builder. 1-2 with another road. I think Oreo only
Okay,
needs
Oreo
to
says
drop
he doesn't
1,
have a
but Oreo gets
VP.
7'd out and has
But I
to throw away
still
so
think I
much
need to
brick.
see your...
Is he gonna build out this road and
Dev
keep
if you
it
have
going? He could
knights.
build 3 more. Huey Lewis moves to the 5 and blocks that one out. It's been
I
so
think I gotta steal
lucrative,
from-
but this 10,
Nah.
it makes 3 wheat on its own
Toms,
too.
what do you think? Do I steal from Oreo or Epic?
Ivy? Is Ivy on 9 points still? He needs
Maybe
the city.
Oreo first, just because.
The way Ivy's
Turn
talking,
order.
it doesn't sound like he's at 9. I
Right.
think he's got another knight in there.
Right? Then Oreo can steal from Epic.
And maybe 1
Yeah.
VP. The
You
way
need
that it
wood.
I
sounds.
just
Any
7
chance?
out. Epic can buy devs easily.
Epic can buy
Well, you had the
devs
same number of
easily.
cards, so it's not like.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Epic has
They're
more
all very
devs.
close now. 8 points, 8 points.
That's
6
true.
on comms.
But he's definitely gonna move it, right?
Comms
If it
is a
stays
little
there,
bit
and
further
I
away from getting
wanna
things set
continue
up
to
here.
move it.
Ivy
Does
though,
anyone
is
want
very
wood?
close. We're all on
For,
8 or
like,
9
brick?
points. Could be
Maybe.
super close.
Or wheat.
Oh, going 1 for 1. I don't know if that's the play. I don't know if that's enough to entice them. The 4. 4 for Oreo. Is it GG on this one? That might have been the roll. The pop! Oh, make it stop. It's not good enough. I think Oreo's got 1 VP. Epic plays a knight out on this turn, meaning they might have just
Oh
the
my
one. It's
God.
another 4. The 4s are too good. Can Epic pop again if he has 1 VP? Is there another one? 2 cards in hand, but nothing there.
Another dodge.
Is he waiting? Just waiting. Does he have the road building? He needs enough road building materials to make it happen. Comms shows a knight too. Turns out the deck is being bought out, and that's another 11. So good for Oreo, who is on 8 cards. No more monos, by the way, so 7s are the only thing that can save the game. They'd have to roll it and steal from Oreo, but you know what? Ivy doesn't want to see the 7 either. We're going to have another pop from Comms. They're going to buy the whole dev. They're going to buy the whole thing out, and that's going to be at the 10. Still good for Oreo. Ivy here on 11. Can he win on this turn? Are all the VPs out there?
No, it's not. No, he needs to wear.
No, he needs the city. Can he trade up for it, though? Brick would have been nice if it was the 8. The 3 would have been even better. Can Ivy make it work? 2 points on Ivy. Maybe 1 on Epic. Maybe 1 on Oreo. And if Comms just bought the last one, there are no more VPs. But maybe, just maybe, Ivy can buy 3 to win the game. And he's going to go for it. 3 wood for the Oreo. He buys, he pops, he passes. It goes back to
GG,
Oreo,
guys.
and that's going to be GG. He rolls it out the road, and that's going to be a settle out onto the 12 to finish things off.
Oh, I could have
1
blocked
VP
that.
in hand. That is a TSS.
You have another settlement spot.
Once he drops
right?
that one down. That is the TSS with a VP, the city, 5 settlements. That's GG. Hey, GG
Well played.
everybody. GG's well played. That is actually the TSS bounty. Congratulations, Oreo, on the first win and TSS. Epic. Very, very good try on the Industrial Farmer. I applaud you for trying to let it ride too.
Yeah, that was big.
That was
So
big.
close.
You're almost there. Comms took a little while to get going. I like how you used the sheep port though. So close.
I should have just tried to win instead of going for the let it ride.
I mean, I appreciate the effort. You know, you're a bounty gamer. I think you had to do it, right? Comms even gave you the trade to try for it.
Big bounty gamer.
Big bounty gamer. Thanks again for subbing in, Epic. Appreciate that. All right, thank you, everybody. I'm going to get that updated, and then we'll update the bracket to find out what happens for finals.